Hello friends, this is Praveen. Welcome to course on PHP and MySQL. In my last video, I have discussed about introduction of PHP. Today, I am going to discuss about PHP files and variables in PHP. What is a PHP file? Uh, As text files have extension .txt, PDF files have .pdf. Similarly, PHP files have extension .php. PHP files, what it contains? It contains text, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and PHP code. PHP code are executed on the server and the result is returned to the browser as plain HTML because browser uses HTTP protocol to communicate with the web servers and it understands HTML only. To create a PHP file, we need a text editor. It can be a Notepad, WordPad, Spider, Dreamweaver, or any text editor. Here I am using Macromedia Dreamweaver as text editor. It, it has obvious edge over Notepad or WordPad text editor. We need not have to write basic HTML tags in the document as it is pre-written if you add a new file. You don't have to save a new file as .php file because once configured, it will automatically create .php file. It hints all the available HTML tags in HTML document once you write less than angular bracket in the document. It automatically closes the last opened HTML tag once you write less than angular bracket followed by a forward slash. To install Macromedia Dreamweaver, download the setup file from www.macromedia-dreamweaver.en.uptodown.com. After downloading, double-click the setup file and follow the instructions. It will get installed. Once installed, we need to configure it to use it as editor for PHP and MySQL. You can see it here. This our this is our Macromedia startup icon. Just double click on the startup icon made on desktop to start. It is getting started. Now you can see at the top there is a site menu. Click on site. Click on site. New site. Give a name to your site. I'm giving it PHP project. PHP project site. What is HTTP address? You can leave it as it is. Next. Click on next. Here PHP is a server-side language and so choose I want to use a server-like technology. From the drop-down, select PHP MySQL. Click on next. Choose the first option as edit and test locally as my testing server is on this computer only. Next, click on the folder icon so that we can choose where to store our files. We have to choose the root folder, that is www folder, created inside the WAM64 folder while installing WAM server. It is there in the C drive, WAM64 folder. There is www folder. This www root folder is the web directory for the Apache web server. Here just create a new folder Give it a name to it. I'm creating a new folder, PHP projects. Select this folder, click on next. Okay. Now I don't want to use it as a remote server, so click on no, click on next, click on done, click on OK. Now this is the Dreamweaver is configuring itself to PHP environment. It is taking a bit of time, but it will get configured very soon. Now it is getting configured. Now it has configured. You can see site which you named has created PHP projects, PHP project site, and the PHP projects folder is also there. So here I can put my all the PHP files. Now right click on the PHP project folder to add a new file. Give it a name. I'm giving it test.php. Double click it. You can see that a pre-written basic HTML document is there. It has doc type HTML, HTML tag, head, meta type, title, /head, body, /body, and /HTML tag. Now you can write PHP script anywhere in the document. A PHP script can be placed anywhere in the document. A PHP script starts with less than angular bracket, question mark, followed by question mark, PHP, and ends with a question mark followed by greater than angular bracket. Example. Let us take an example. Here, write a PHP script. You can write it anywhere. I'm writing it here. Start PHP script by typing this one. Less than angular bracket, question mark, PHP. Close the PHP script. Inside it, write a PHP script echo hello students, welcome to PHP and MySQL course. Echo is used to output data on the screen. Save it and debug it by clicking on function 12 key. Oh, probably this this FAM64 FAM server is not started. Let us start WAMP server. This one. Now it is getting started. It is getting started. Now the WAMP is green. As this, yes, now it is yellow, orange, and now it will turn into green. Yes, it has turned into green. So WAMP server is working now. Now we can check it on the browser by clicking on function 12. So here we go. Our first PHP script has resulted to display a simple message on the browser. Hello students, welcome to PHP and MySQL course. Variables. Variables are continuous for storing information. In PHP, a variable starts with the dollar sign followed by the name of the variable. PHP script, less than angular bracket, question mark, PHP, and you can start declaring variables as $txt is equal to hello friends, $x is equal to 25, $y is equal to 100.5. Have you noticed anything in the above example? We did not have to tell PHP which data type the variable is. PHP automatically converts the variable to the correct data type depending on its value. In other languages such as C, C++, C#, and Java, the programmer must declare the name and type of the variable before using it. Rules for PHP variables. A variable can have a short name like X and Y or a more descriptive name like name, city, area, etc. A variable starts with the dollar sign followed by the name of the variable. A variable name can only contain alphanumeric characters and underscores, capital A to lowercase z, 0 to 9 digits and underscore. A variable name must start with a letter or the underscore character. It means a variable name cannot start with a number. Variable names are case sensitive. Dollar name in lowercase and dollar name in uppercase are two different variables. However, in PHP, all keywords, for example, if, else, for, echo, etc., classes, functions, and user-defined functions are not case sensitive. Variable scope. In PHP, variables can be declared anywhere in the script. The scope of a variable is the part of the script where the variable can be referenced or used. PHP has three different variable scopes: local, global, static. A variable declared within a function has a local scope and can only be accessed within that function. Now add a file by right-clicking on the folder, give it a name. Here, give it a name as variable.php. You can give it any name, double click, open it. PHP script has started. In the example, function test lv is created. Within that function, a local variable is declared, and then that local variable is used to output on the screen. Now function is called to execute it. So let us check it on the browser. Just start the PHP script, close the PHP script, create a function using function keyword, function test lv, declare a local variable $x is equal to 12, and then use echo statement to print variable x inside function is colon $x. Break is used to so that the next line comes after this. Call this function, that its function gets executed. Save it and click on function 12 to see the output. Here you can see variable x. We are referring $x within the function successfully. Now try to use it outside the function. Echo $x. Save it. Click on function 12. Now you can see it is generating an error. Undefined variable x in the file on line 15. Line 15, this one, $x. So we cannot use or we cannot refer a local variable declared within a function outside of that function. Global scope. A variable declared outside a function has a global scope and can only be accessed outside a function. Here PHP script is started. Function $x is equal to 5. A global scope variable is declared. Function testgb. A function testgb is created. Echo variable x inside function is $x. $x global variable is used inside the function, which will generate an error when the function will be called. Here function is called, and again echo variable x outside function is $x. Outside the function it can be referred, used without any error. Let us see it on the browser. Start the PHP script. Okay, it's started, so you don't need to start it again. So what we will use, we will comment it first. Comment it. /* and star forward slash is used to put multi-line comment. Now declare a global variable $x is equal to 12. Now access it, echo variable outside function is $x. Sorry, it's case sensitive, so it should be lowercase. So now save it, press function 12 to check. Yes, it is working. Variable outside function is 12 without any error. Close this. Now try to refer it within a function. So create a function test gv echo variable inside function is $x. Give it a break so that the output comes in. Next line. Save it, execute it. Probably this was not saved. So we have not called the function yet. So we have to call the function to execute it. Test gv, save it, execute it by clicking on function 12. Now you can see the error undefined variable x on line 20. Line 20 is this one. Line 20 is this one. We were trying to use a global variable $x within a function. So normally a global variable cannot be referred or used within a function. However, variables declared globally can be referred or used inside a function using global keyword or $global's variable. The global keyword. The global keyword is one of the methods to access a global variable from within a function. Let us see how we can use global keyword. So we will try to choose it. We'll go to our example on this one, test LV. Just declare, use a global keyword before using it in the function $x. Now all done. Earlier we were say we have seen that this $x had generated an error. Now it should not generate. Save it, click on F12. You can see here it is variable inside function is 12, while in the previous case it was generating an error. So using global keyword, global variables can be accessed from within a function. Close it. Static scope. Normally when a function is completed or executed, all of its variables are deleted. However, sometimes we want a local variable not to be deleted. We need it for a further job. For example, if you make a function to count the number of footsteps entered into a mall, you will need to hold the value of local variable declared inside the function to keep the value of number of footsteps entered into the mall even after its execution. Static scope variables are actually local scope variables which can hold its values even after completion or execution of function. To do this, use the static keyword when you first declare the variable. Static scope. A function is created. Function MySQL static $x. A static variable is declared whose value is 0. Echo $x is used to output on the screen. $x plus plus is used to increment after printing it. And here we have called the function mysql 3 times. First time it will print 0, second time it will print 1, third time it will print 2, as it is holding its incremented value even after execution or completion of the function. Let us see it on the browser. So just give it a break here also, so that our output comes in new line. This one. Now create a function. Function test sp. Declare a function using static keyword. Static $y is equal to 0. Assign it a value. Echo $y. It will print 0, and then increment the value of y. Now call the function. Call the function to execute it. Test sp. First time it should print 0. Second time it should print 1. Third time it should print 2. Save it. Debug it by clicking on function 12. So here it goes. First time is 0, second time is 1, third time is 2. You can see each time the function is called, the variable $x is holding the information it contained from the last time the function was called. Thank you for watching the video. In my next video, I will be discussing about echo and print statement in PHP.